Black people are sensitive. They love to say we sensitive. What other race has a 24/7 smear campaign on their entire race, from every race on the planet, from the government that they pay taxes to the TV they turn on? What other race has to face that type of smut on their race, from the way they look, from the way they act, the way they talk, where they come from, 24/7 around the clock, from the moment they're born to the moment they perish on the planet, and have to ignore that and thrive anyway? No other race goes through that. The second you sensitive, black people are sensitive. They
First of all, black people are 100% sensitive. They are sensitive AF. And this is a problem why this is a great example of why you'll hear me say that I believe that black culture is trash. One of the reasons why I believe that black culture is trash is because of the victim Olympics that you love to run in. And what we have here is a professional victim Olympian. It's ridiculous. Listen, even everything that he just named, smear campaign, throwing smut on our name. Look, I hate when people misuse that word. Like, stop misusing it. Smut is it's a descriptor. You can't throw smut on somebody. The smut is what they're doing. Like, look, if somebody is producing smut, it's the action. It's a description of the action. Stop saying they're throwing smut on your name, or on the culture. They're not. It's not. Unfortunately, look, the truth of the matter is, every other race looks at black culture the way that they do, because guess what? The people that are representing black culture represent black culture in the worst way. That's why I say black culture is trash, because at the end of the day, all you do is go around, you put out the worst into the world, and now you're crying victim because the world rejects it and they don't accept it. Now you're upset. Now, the world, now we got to see all the negativity. We got to see all that. When in reality, you guys are living and doing it. Do you remember back in the day when they had that hip hop versus the culture thing on BET, back when BET was actually good and BET was quality, back when they had the thing where all the rappers and all these politicians, these black people, these highly qualified black people were on one side. You had these hip hop artists and they were arguing, and one of the things that people kept saying, this is our life. This is our life. We're just telling our life. We're just telling our life. So why is that changing now that you don't like the results that you're getting by expressing your life? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. It doesn't. You can't.
They pay taxes to the TV they turn on. What other race has to face that type of smut on their race, from the way they look?
What do you mean? That's what I'm talking about. Face that type of smut. No, the behavior of the race is smut. The degeneracy that we see on TV, that's smut. The fact that every Netflix show got to have a sex scene and probably a gay sex scene and all that stuff, smut. I'm just saying.
Face that type of smut on their race, from the way they look, from the way they act, the way they talk, where they come from, 24/7 around the clock, from the moment they're born to the moment they perish on the planet, and have to ignore that and thrive anyway. No other race goes through that. The second you sensitive, black people are sensitive. They love to say we sensitive. What other race has a 24/7 smear campaign on their entire race, from every race on the planet, from the government that they pay taxes to the TV they turn on? What other race has to face that type of smut on their race, from the way they look, from the way they act, the way they talk, where they come from, 24/7 around the clock, from the moment they're born to the moment they perish on the planet, and have to ignore that and thrive anyway? No other race goes through that. The second you sensitive, black people are sensitive. They love to say we sensitive.
It's just
what
crazy.
other?
This is just crazy, insane.
other races, they going crazy. They going berserk. They calling, oh man, we need some motherfucking laws. This is a hate speech. This is niggas going. We like, all right, bro, it's regular. Yeah. Ignore that shit. No other race puts up with the shit we got to put up with. Scrutinizing these other races, they going crazy. They going berserk.
Victims, because guess what? Other races care about their image. You can't get mad at them for caring about their image. Black people put trash into the world, and now you're mad because the world is reacting and treating you like trash. That's why I have a problem with black culture, because they're victims. For no reason. For no reason. And it's just, I'm going to be honest. It's exhausting, guys. I'm going to be honest. Because at the end of the day, all you guys do is sit up here and cry and complain about how you're treated, but yet and still, you will constantly support and perpetuate the lifestyle and you'll complain about the lifestyle, but at the end of the day, you're doing it. You're doing it. I don't get that. I don't get it, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. One of my criticisms of black culture is your absolute refusal to try anything different. So, look, I get it, bruh. I mean, you can get up here and complain and talk about how much the smear campaign is not a smear campaign if it's true. Look at what people are saying about you objectively and not just about how you feel or who's saying it. You look bad. The culture looks bad. The people look bad because they support the bad culture. If you support trash, then look, you end up looking like trash yourself. You can be mad about it all you want, but I mean, it's not going to change. It's not going to change the fact that you guys just don't. You obviously, there's some kind of cognitive dissonance where black people just don't understand. Maybe they just don't understand how they really come across. But if that's the case, then maybe you need to listen. Get out your feelings. Your whole argument is based on proving it right. Yeah. When you break down what he said, essentially what it boils down to is, I'm sensitive. I got a right to be sensitive. Victims.